Learning YouTube channel. So in my previous video, I was discussing past perfect continuous tense. I hope all of you have already understood the uses of past perfect continuous tense. Actually, this tense is not used frequently. It is very rarely used. But in the previous video, I told you that we have to learn this tense because in case of indirect speech, we have to use present past perfect continuous tense. So today's discussion will be about future tense. Okay, the third number tense. This is future tense. Future tense. Okay, and the first subdivision of future tense is future indefinite or simple future. Future indefinite tense. I am writing the title here. So this future tense or future indefinite tense is completely different from present indefinite and past indefinite tense, because this is the only tense which expresses the activities of future time. Okay, that is why two particular words come more here. Okay, in our other tenses we used be verb or am, is, are, was, were, have, has after the subject, but here we have to use shall or will after the subject. So because this tense refers to the activities of the future time only, that is why only shall and will express the meaning of futurity. That is why the construction or structure of this tense is subject, then shall or will, then main verb. Okay, main verb should be in present tense. We have to write the present tense form of the main verb in future tense. Then if the verb is a transitive one, we have to write an object, and if there are some more words, we have to write them as extension. So same structure, but it is a little different from other two tenses, because in other two tenses shall or will never came. Here shall and will are the condition, they must come, otherwise it will not be a future tense. Okay, so this tense indicates an action that goes on or that continues in the future time. Okay, an action that takes place. Okay, that takes place in future time is expressed in future indefinite tense. Okay, this is a very simple tense, and the use of it is not so large, very limited use in future indefinite tense, because only the future activities are written in future indefinite tense. So these sentences basically contain future time, like tomorrow, you see, tomorrow, next week, next month, next ... That means next refers to future time. Okay, so next ... Okay, and the time or the year that has not come till now, like 2022, it is the future time now because 2021 is going on. So by now, if we write a sentence that contains this future year, that means future time of 2022, then it will be in future indefinite tense. So you can see on the board, an action that takes place in future time is expressed in future indefinite tense. Okay, and this type of sentences of future indefinite tense basically contain tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next ... next Sunday, next Monday, and future year or future time. So I am writing some examples here. It will clear your concept or conception regarding the use of future indefinite tense. So when we can write I meet you tomorrow. So in which tense we have to correct these sentences? Then we have to think that tomorrow is present here. Tomorrow refers to a future time. So it should be in future indefinite. So it will be I shall meet you. I shall meet you tomorrow. So there is a question. When we should use shall and when we should use will. So we can say we use shall with the subject I and we. Okay, we usually use shall with the subject I and we, and with all other subjects we use will. Okay, this is to remember. But nowadays, in today's context and present context, we may say we can use will with I or we also. So no restriction and no mistake will be committed if we use here in place of shall. If we use here will, it will not be a mistake nowadays in modern grammar. Okay, so somebody may say I will meet you tomorrow. So I shall meet you tomorrow, and if someone writes I will meet you tomorrow, it will be correct also. Okay, so I hope your conception is crystal clear here regarding the use of shall or will with various subjects. Okay, then the boy appeared in the HSLC examination in 2022. So I have written here the future time. 2020 is not going on now, and it is not past also. It will come the next year. That is why this sentence should be written in future indefinite tense. So the boy will appear. The answer will be the boy will appear. So you have understood, I hope so. Then our grandfather tell us a story tonight. So this is a very important sentence which we can say that what will happen. Our grandfather during daytime he has told us that he will tell us a story tonight. So grandfather, grandmother are in the habit of telling story, and we are in the habit, grandchildren are in the habit of listening to their stories. So we can say our grandfather will tell us a story tonight. Will tell. Okay. So this is a very simple use of future indefinite tense, but in some cases future indefinite tense is used in its passive form. Okay, in its passive form, where if we write I shall appear, you will do the work. So such structure will not be correct in some special occasion. Like if we say that the next Olympic Games hold in Paris in 2024. So this is the event that will take place in 2024. So must be written in future indefinite tense. So if somebody writes the next Olympic Games will hold, so it will make a different meaning. The meaning if we write will hold will be completely a different one and a wrong one. So games are actually held. Games does not hold or games will not hold, because games are always we can say so inanimate. Okay, so these things cannot do anything, but people have to organize. That is why we have to write this sentence in passive form of future indefinite tense. So correct sentence will be the next Olympic Games will be held. Okay, will be held. Hold, held. Okay, the next Olympic Games will be held. So such type of sentences must be written in future tense, but in its passive form. Okay. So if it rains heavily, the meeting postponed. So this is another sentence where we have to use the passive form of future indefinite tense, because the meeting does not postpone itself, but it must be postponed by the organizers. That is why if it rains, it is in present indefinite tense. That is why the second part must be in future indefinite. So it should be, if it rains heavily, the meeting will be postponed. Will be postponed. So I hope you have already understood the use of present future indefinite tense, and this is a very simple tense, and no more uses are found of future indefinite tense. That is why I stop here today. So thank you for watching my videos.